Police in South Texas have issued an Amber Alert for a missing 13-year-old girl who may be headed to Oklahoma. In today's Health Watch, the U.S. is on alert for West Nile virus. It's the most common virus transmitted by mosquitoes, and cases pick up right around this time of year. Danya Backus has more.
Yeah, I tried to kick you because I'm a country girl.
Hamill refused medical attention, but officials said they took her to the ER to make sure she was okay. The county district attorney is charging her with felony assault on a police officer and resisting arrest. All over $80. In today's Health Watch, it's estimated that 5.8 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease, and the numbers are growing. As Joy Benedict reports, new research shows that there may be some things you can do to lower your risk of developing the disease.
Good morning, Sarah. We are trying to keep blood pumping this morning. We are up and at it. We've already had our first donations of the morning. We just had another one come in over here. Yay, we're getting so excited. Remember, the first 100 people to come out and donate a turkey get 2 free vouchers to the Forest hockey game, any regular season game. So we're going to walk over here. Our goal this morning and today, we're going to be here till 6:30 tonight, is to fill up this truck with turkeys for people in need this Thanksgiving. I'm here with Kara Nickens with the Wichita Falls Area Food Bank. And Kara, we serve a lot of people throughout the area.
We do. We serve 42,000 people in our help us get these turkeys and make sure everybody has a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, definitely. And you can do that this morning. We're going to be here all day till 6:30 tonight. So if you're up and at 'em and you're ready to stop by Walmart on Lawrence Road to donate some turkeys to families in need this Thanksgiving, you can do that. Man, I'm out of breath. I may need to go back to the gym. Reporting live from Walmart on Lawrence Road, Jake Garcia, News Channel 6.
Our very own John Cameron will be taking the field for a home run, and our very own American Idol, Chris Horgan, will be singing the national anthem. All the proceeds will benefit the local kids who are in the hospital, and John is already dressed for that game. He's ready for tonight. John, how's the weather going to be for it?
Yeah, I've got my jersey on. I'm going to get my...
As we come on the air this afternoon, there are more than 39,800 cases of COVID-19 across the state of Texas. Of those, about 17,000 are active. 1,100 people have died. 1,700 Texans are in the hospital, and Harris and Dallas counties remain the hardest hit by the virus in terms of the number of total cases. Governor Abbott is standing by in Austin. He joins us now live. Governor, thanks for being with us. You met with the president on Thursday in the Oval Office. Are you and your staff concerned about a possible exposure, and are you taking any precautions?
Sure. Obviously, that day, but also after that day, there were announcements that several people connected to the White House and connected to some of the people that I was around tested positive for COVID-19. So yes, I wanted to take a precaution to make sure that I did not have it. I took a test yesterday and was confirmed negative, meaning that I do not have the coronavirus.
We'll begin with breaking news this afternoon. The Wichita Falls Police Department is investigating an officer-involved shooting that happened just after 8 this morning on the east side of town. Brenda Robledo has been following this story since it first broke and joins us now live. Brenda, what can you tell us now?
We are out here at Texoma Gives. It's the area's largest day of giving, and a lot of area nonprofits actually get their funding for the entire year through this event. Here was Leslie Schaffner with the Wichita Falls Area Community Foundation. And Leslie, this has just kicked off just a matter of seconds ago.
I know. I can't believe it. We've been planning for this for an entire year, and now it's finally here, and it's like Christmas for not-for-profits today.
Right, exactly. And we have all the ones that, we know of, and then some that are brand new as well.
Yes, we do have some new organizations.
All right, awesome. If anyone wants to come out and give, how can they do that today? Can they come here, or where can they go?
It's easy. You can do this in your pajamas right now. You can go to TexomaGives.org. Over 1 million very, very soon.
Yes, that is the goal today, and we're going to be out here live all day long. And so we just wanted to say a little hello from the crowd over here at
All right, Tila, thank you. Some house notes here. I believe we have a full screen that I want to get to. This is just for the city of Wichita Falls. I want to reiterate that. This is not for the county. This is for the city. It is effective at midnight tonight and goes until April 8th at 1 p.m. Now, they can extend that if they so want to. The council will have to meet in order to make changes. It is a living document, and so the city council has said that they will continue to change that and make amendments as needed. This prohibits non-essential travel. All playgrounds and picnic areas will be closed. You may go out to do exercise activities, but as long as you're not in a bunched up group and you're 6 feet away from others, that is allowed.
Jake Garcia live today with some tips on just how to do that. Jake, it looks miserable out there right now.
It is, Chris. And the number one thing that people need to remember on the roads today, at any point today, is speed. Make sure you slow down. Now, the roads you can see behind me, they are pretty much slush, but that doesn't mean that you can still go at the speed limit or even above. So that's just one thing, is to make sure that you slow down. Another thing besides speed is time. Make sure you give yourself enough time to reach your destination today, because this weather conditions will probably deteriorate as the day goes on and into the overnight hours. And Sergeant McClure with the Wichita Falls Police Department said that, if you do find yourself in a crash or a wreck at any point, call 911, and he offers this advice.
If you happen to be involved in an accident, please take extra caution. If you're able to get the vehicle off of the road safely, do so. If you're able to get to a parking lot, something like that, safely do so. But definitely don't be walking around the accident scene.
And that is key, especially into tonight, into the overnight hours, because all of this that you see behind me will actually freeze over, because as Ken mentioned, we will dip below freezing tonight. And so that's something that you need to be very in mind of if you're traveling the roads today. Now, this intersection is normally a lot busier, so traffic is a little light today, but people are still out and about. But if you don't have to get out, just simply don't. Reporting live from Kemp and Caulfield, Jake Garcia, News Channel 6.
It is 6:10. I'm here with John Cameron. John, it's like I saw Beyonce yesterday when I saw the rain falling down outside. I got so excited.
Yeah, a little weak in the knees, lightheaded.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, it can rain in August here in Texoma.
You probably heard it talked about the racers' numbers, their tags, that they have the little chips in them that record their time and see where they're at on the race. And a new thing, Sarah, that's actually happening this year for the first time is that there is now an app for that. And the app actually allows the rider and their family to see where they're at on the course thanks to GPS from the app. So it's, synced up with their tag number, and that's how that kind of all works. So it's kind of a unique thing that, last year we saw that the chip and they had the scanners at different checkpoints that would clock their time as they went through, but now there's actually an app for that. It was some tense moments this morning as a United Airlines aircraft came in for a landing here at Rick Husband Amarillo International Airport just before 1. And it skidded off the runway as it tried to land. As you can see behind me, the plane still sits where it landed just before 1 this morning. Now, we do know that the airport was shut down for a short amount of time this morning. At around 3 a.m. this morning, we were told the FAA was coming out to investigate. It does look like investigators are taking a closer look at the aircraft, seeing if there was any other factors involved in the landing besides the snow and ice that we've had around the Texas Panhandle. As of last check, all flights are running on time and as normal. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you any new information as it becomes available. Ashley, we're out here at Herb Easley Chevrolet here in Wichita Falls, where Operation Santa Claus is well underway. You can drop off any new or gently used bike for children in need this Christmas. And you can do that also in Vernon at the Vernon Auto Group, as well as at 4 Stars Auto Ranch in Henrietta. This is all part of the Wichita Falls Professional Firefighters Initiative that they do each and every year to make sure that children in our area have a great Christmas. It's something that people in this community feel connected to.
This is where I grew up. This is where I live. These are people that we go to church with, people that our children go to school with, and it means a lot to be able to help them have a pleasant holiday season.
I have kids of my own, so whenever they wake up, I'd like that joy that they wake up with on Christmas morning, I'd like to bring that to other kids too that otherwise wouldn't have that opportunity if we didn't do this.
And if you can't make it out today, remember you can come out tomorrow during normal business hours at the Vernon Auto Group, as well as 4 Stars Auto Ranch in Henrietta, and here at Herb Easley's here in Wichita Falls. Reporting at Herb Easley for Operation Santa Claus, Jake Garcia, News Channel 6. Well, backseat drivers, beware. It's going to be a bumpy ride this holiday travel season. A recent one poll finds that the average American will have 12 arguments over their holiday travel alone. Among the anticipated tips, 44% of respondents said that winter weather was the biggest feud inducer, and traffic was close behind at 41%. Parking and packing were also among the top stressors. Good thing I'm single and traveling alone this Christmas. J-Lo is practicing for the Super Bowl, and things are going downhill for Will Ferrell and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Nichelle Medina has your eye on entertainment. Since the pandemic of HIV and AIDS in the 1980s, where a diagnosis felt like a death sentence, science has come a long way.
In the most recent news for the CDC, viral load under 200 is untransmittable. So if a person's viral load is suppressed under 200, they cannot transmit it to someone else.
I spoke with Jason Wheat at the Wichita Falls, Wichita County Public Health District. He says these are the tips that people should follow.
Ask for the test, get tested, whatever the results are, get into care, stay in care, and it's just like any other chronic infection.
And welcome to Plus Life.
Meet Carl Schmid. He's a reporter at KABC in Los Angeles and the host of On the Red Carpet. Carl has been on national and international television talking about living with HIV.
My friends and family had always known, but I was always told in my professional life, don't talk about it. You don't want to become known as the guy with AIDS on television. And we now know that that's just a ridiculous statement. And so somehow or another, I'm quite proud to be now known as the guy living with HIV on television.
He's also created and hosts a media resource called Plus Life Media.
Created this platform where people can see and hear and interact with people who look and sound just like them. We don't care what color you are, what your sexual identity is. I don't care. We're just human beings living with HIV and hopefully educating the world about what it means to live with HIV in 2019 and 2020 and into the future.
According to a new study from the Prevention Access Campaign and the pharmaceutical company Merck, more than 1/4 of HIV-negative millennials surveyed report that they would avoid hugging, talking, or being friends with someone who is HIV positive. So, is it that contagious?
HIV as a virus is very fragile. Outside of the body, it can only live 3 to 4 seconds. So, glasses, shaking hands, casual contact is not a risk. The risk comes when it's trapped inside a needle, or it's in an airtight area, or it's in like a pool of blood to where part of the blood is protected from the air.
So is there a way to prevent it? Let's talk PrEP.
PrEP it's a medication called Truvada. It's nicknamed PrEP because it's pre-exposure prophylactic. So if you're on Truvada or PrEP prior to an exposure to HIV, it's also a preventative for HIV, for you contracting HIV.
You know, occasions like December 1st, World AIDS Day, are great days for the world to stop for a moment and remember who we lost and celebrate who we lost, but also to celebrate that we have come so far. And the end is so within our reach. We can wipe this thing out right now. But we have to overcome stigma, we have to educate ourselves, and we have to talk about HIV. We have to have a conversation. It's not really that scary.